In the early 1500s, during the reign of King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, a small village in Spain, nestled deep in the mountains, became the site of a horrifying event. The villagers had long been plagued by strange happenings: animals found slaughtered in unnatural ways, crops failing despite prayers, and children whispering of shadows that moved in the dark. It wasn't until a local priest, Father Santiago, ventured into the nearby forest to investigate that the true terror was uncovered. Deep within the woods, he discovered an ancient, forgotten chapel, overgrown with vines, its altar adorned with strange symbols and offerings of blood. Father Santiago soon realized that the chapel had once been a place of dark rituals, worshipping a forgotten god, and that the villagers were unknowingly living on cursed land. As he investigated further, the villagers began to fall ill, one by one, their eyes hollow, their bodies weakened as though life itself was being drained from them. Desperate to save his people, Father Santiago returned to the chapel, where he found an altar to the god still active, surrounded by symbols that pulsed with a dark energy. But, as he attempted to destroy it, a cold voice echoed through the forest. "You cannot undo what has been done." In the days that followed, Father Santiago's body was found at the altar, his face twisted in an expression of pure terror. His eyes had been gouged out, and his hands were frozen in a gesture of pleading. The village was abandoned shortly after, and the chapel was sealed, buried beneath the earth by the crown. But the land around the chapel was never the same. The winds carried whispers of the dark god's name, and the village was erased from maps as though it had never existed. To this day, travelers who wander near those cursed mountains speak of hearing cries in the night, pleas for help, and the eerie sound of chanting from long-forgotten rites.